won't back down, I'll never fold. Bitcoin never fades, it's digital gold. Through every crash, every cry of doom, I'll stand my ground. This rocket's my room. The headlines scream it's going to zero. They pay me, man, not a crypto hero. But I see beyond the market's fear. A brighter dawn is drawing near. Wash trades crash, but they can't erase the chain that runs through time and space. I won't back down, I'll never fold. Bitcoin never fades, it's digital gold. Through every crash, every cry of doom, I'll stand my ground. This rocket's my room.
Woo! Here we are. Welcome to the show. We are getting after it, and yes, I am going ham on the AI. I'm having too much damn fun. I have so many things that I am building with Suede AI. It is kind of out of control. If you guys want to make music with Solana, go check out Suede AI. I'll bring up their channel later on in the show. But welcome to Thunderdome. Already in and out of a couple trades this morning. Made about $500. Feeling good. New little bag. You know, just I'm farming points out here. I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm seeing the narrative of a peace deal between the Russia and Ukraine conflict, as well as outlook for what the hell is going to happen to Jerome Powell. Might be getting a new Federal Reserve leader for Christmas here. So make sure to smash the like on your way in. We're going to take a look at all of this and more on today's show. Make sure to follow me at Druth Crypto. This is where you can find my late night whiskey crash outs on the crypto sphere and all the retarded things that are said on here. And also this beautiful Christmas sweatshirt. I actually think I need to buy this thing. Also, shout out to the person that won. I can't remember who won, but we sent you your Bitcoin stocking. So thanks for supporting my wife on her endeavors in the sewing capacity. Now, a huge shout out before we get started. I got to give this. We got a little bit of a contest going on. We got, this exchange well here in the blockchain basement. 2bit has now decided to work with the entire channel, and we are channel wide. So they've got some deposit bonuses going on here. You can win up to 10,650 USDT and more. Essentially, if you deposit $3,000, you get $600 in trading funds. If you do a massive amount of volume, you can win here. If you do 5 million in volume, then you get $2,000. 20 million, 6 grand, 30 million, 10 grand, and so on. So pretty awesome for them to do. I'm pretty excited about having them back as a channel partner. They were there from the get-go. Buy a Bitcoin stocking. I got a link in the description. My wife is out there. A lot of people bought the Bitcoin stocking. So I'm kind of excited about it. It's pretty great. Shout out to you guys for supporting the channel there. Now, let's get into all the action. First, we have to look at the king of crypto, which is Bitcoin. Not Michael Saylor. It is Bitcoin, folks. Let's not get this mistaken. Let's pull this bad boy on. Oh, yeah. All right. So this is on the weekly. Not going to be too zoomed in on the charts right now. Wispy, $2. Take it or leave it. Unbelievable. Hold on. This has been a while since I've been able to do this.
You are banned!
Unreal. Now, where is Bitcoin? It is at $87,000. Now on the weekly candle, still green. We had a good run up yesterday. I think we got close to 90 grand. Dropped down to 87K right now. Still technically green on the weekly candle. We are not out of the woodwork yet. Yes, I did buy the dip. I think it was around 84, 83 grand where I was able to get a little bit more Bitcoin on the wick down. Good morning, Nicole. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how you're doing, Nicole. And also, I was out of bean juice when frickin' DZ called me out. Hold on. I got to take a drink. No, it doesn't have whiskey. Okay, it's too early for that. Jesus. God, I have a green background and Ondo is red. What is going on here? I don't feel bad for buying guns with Ondo. I don't. Oh yeah, I probably shouldn't say. All right, so let's check this out. So we gotta look at. I want to look at actually the market cipher move. I want to look at what market cipher looks like. I don't get this damn thing out of my face. Get out of my face. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and add market cipher. And yes, like things have been. Oh, I'm not signed in. Things have been choppy though. And on market cipher, I'm really only looking at the daily or weekly. Really, the real main goal here is to see the volume node. That's right in the guts of this range. Hold and be that bounce point. It's been one hell of a nasty, nasty pullback, and the bears have a lot of reasoning for thinking that it's all over. I am a perma bull on Bitcoin. I am, though my Chainlink bags have had a difficult time. And you know what? We got to acknowledge something. The Chainlink price action of 2025, it was pretty much exactly like a downhill race. It was exactly like a downhill race. I wonder what I should do about this. So aggravating times for sure. Aggravating times for sure. And my Chainlink ride in 2025 has basically been this, folks. It's been a very weird ride, and this is how it's felt.
He's off the gate and already moving quick. Look at that speed. The bike is shaking under him, but he's still charging. And oh my word! Is it airborne? Listen to the crowd. That bike is rattling like crazy. Here's the kicker. Oh my God! He's sideways. He's loading that suspension, but he's holding it together. Lining up for the big jump. Oh no! He's sideways. Here comes the big step down. He's committed. Massive jump loaded up. Launch. Whoa. The kicker. Huge set. Oh my He's airborne. He's sideways. Here he goes. That is a lot of weight moving fast. Listen to that bike rattle. He's accelerating for the big step. Oh my God.
I got fat bags, and they've been up and down this year, and there's no denying that, right? But you know what? I actually feel very, very strongly still, and even more so, that Chainlink's here for at least a few cycles. I think that it's got a lock on a lot of the data oracle sharing within crypto, and I really am not that concerned. It's more like my conviction. Altcoin and crypto plays are in this order: Bitcoin first and foremost, Ethereum, Chainlink, and Solana, right? So beyond that, within Ethereum, you know that I bolstered up a lot of positions in base DeFi plays because me and BJ had a strong feeling that base was going to come out and really capture a lot of the DeFi going on Ethereum. And it's been no denial that Aerodrome, Morpho have been great places to put those bucks in. Also, side note on this, shout out to Tractor Supply, not sponsored, but holy shit, they are selling spears, okay? This is a SOG Spear 1, and this thing is absolutely incredible. A must-have as a great stocking stuffer this holiday season. If you can't tell, I'm a total nerd for the holidays. Donald Trump appears to be the same way. He's rolling out this, I gotta watch this treatment for the turkey. I think the turkey's gonna get a pardon, potentially. Look at this fucking thing. Look at him. Spear, aka dildo. Huck, you're just a slut for being banned. Slut for being banned. It's good to be back on this show. It's good to be back on this show. My words fly. All right. So he's taking care of the birds. All right. Are you guys, I've decided against the deep frying of the turkey. I think I'm going to go with my dad's old recipe, wrapping that bad boy in some bacon, slapping that grease on that thing. You know what I mean? That is the stuff, man. That's the stuff right there. Does I got to, how do I the whole chat's getting banned. I'm so glad to be back with you guys. I'm so glad. Now, Bruce Fenton put this out. There's all kinds of clambering about, the whole JP Morgan moves against MicroStrategy and yada, yada, yada. But Bruce Fenton came out, all this talk about people disliking JP Morgan and Chase and other bankers got me thinking, what if someone developed some sort of peer-to-peer electronic cash system to make it so we don't even need bankers? Weird thought, right? Really weird thought. And this is why I absolutely adore having my crypto on a cold storage device. Yes, I'm going to be deploying some of the airdrome, some of the stuff into DeFi, but get yourself an Arculus. If you don't have an Arculus, this is a perfect gift to put inside of my wife's Bitcoin stocking that she's selling, right? And then you can black pill, not gold pill. It is now black pilling your family members into not having their money on banking balance sheets where you have to explain when they put the money into the bank, it is no longer theirs. You have to get to the real root problem that exists within our current monetary structure to really get through to our loved ones, to the people on the outside. They don't know what the hell we're doing. Then you have to talk about what the dollar is to begin with. What music tags? I want to make a new ban button too. A Cosby pill. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Now we got to talk about Ukraine here. Ukraine officials agree to President Trump on a peace deal. This is massive. Terms have been agreed to, and the Ukrainians want Zelensky to head to Washington to make it final. We'll need Russia. Can he do it by 2026? Blessings are to the peacemakers. Now here's Trump with his gobbly-goo look. I mean, this looks like a turkey. And then Zelensky, the actor that was flinging his penis in the air in circles before all of this. But you know what? I really, really am to the point where I want to ask you guys this. Do you think that a peace deal between Russia and the Ukraine is possible with where things sit now? Honestly, answer that question. Is there any chance that the peace deal goes through? Because for me, I want peace, obviously, to see the stop to the war, but also in the back of my mind, it's like they're not going to stop this conflict. This is their money maker. And also Ukraine, from a cultural standpoint, is systemically important for Russia to retain. I don't know. Has this flinger done it? Has he accomplished a peace deal? I want to know from you. I think that it's not going to happen. Not within this year. I don't think that it's going to happen. And this is not from me saying I want the conflict to continue. I just think that, guys, after what Drew said, it's imperative to like the stream and make alt season happen. Yeah, hit the like button. Jesus, I probably said something pretty crazy there. Actually, I'm going to say some things that are way worse now. So get ready, because this is gonna get spicy. Okay, that's not even my spicy side. Babe, wake up! The Manhattan Project for AI just dropped. Nothing will go wrong. Don't worry. There's Dr. Manhattan with his little destroy humanity button on his forehead. The White House just launched a Genesis mission. Manhattan Project for AI. Department of Energy will build a national AI platform on top of U.S. supercomputers and federal science data, training scientific foundation models and running AI agents. Oh, I'm so glad. Robotic labs to automate experiments in biotech, critical materials, nuclear fission, fusion, space, quantum, and semiconductors. But wait, there's more. Gotham. Palantir's Gotham program. This is where I need you to hit the likes. Okay. This is the part of the show where hitting the likes is very, very important. Okay. So Germany has gone ahead and greenlit this. My personal opinion, it's already running in the United States. But now they're admitting in media that Germany is greenlighting Palantir's Gotham program. Gotham software. Same algorithmic crystal ball used by U.S. intelligence agencies. Politicians call it data processing and crime prevention. Critics call it surveillance with a user interface upgrade. The vote passed, but not quietly. 13,000 signatures landed on a petition warning against the handling of police powers and handing this to U.S. tech giant Palantir, which is partnered up with the U.S. government, mind you, with a colorful reputation. Even some Greens voted yes while grimacing. Their security spokesperson literally said, "We would rather not have a contract with Palantir This is not an endorsement, really. This is a surrender with paperwork. Still, they didn't want a party that denied police crime fighting tech. So Gotham rolls out in 2026. Expect lawsuits, transparency battles, the giant debate over how algorithmic policing, how much of this can be used in Germany and how much the Germans will tolerate. Once Gotham is in the system, it's not coming out. There is no going back from this. There is no coming back from the monster that has been unleashed. That monster is Palantir and its government contract with the United States government. Now, sure, I'm personally in a political theater where I have more good than bad. I'm enjoying seeing North Carolina cleared out of illegals. I'm enjoying seeing that part of society being cleared up, but there are many, many things that we have to take into account that, you know what, we're in a political spectrum that maybe I enjoy right now, but let's say the script flips rather in 2028. And then they utilize this all-seeing eye of Sauron, this Gotham software, to aggregate and categorize all of the descendants, because it wasn't too long ago where you were indeed an enemy of the state if you stood up for traditional American values. Now they've rolled that back to a degree, right? But the actors in place right now, Musk, Zuckerberg, all of them, have been rolling out a very interesting algorithm, have they not? Have you noticed something interesting about the 1930s, 1940s type conversations that seem to be available and propagated all over the internet now? The Gotham software does not need you to like a post. It does not need you to share a post to aggregate your feelings about that information. The truth is that this system aggregates the data from your retinal reaction, also facial recognition and live tracking in real life. But the more important and dangerous thing about this is the social media aggregation of intention. That is being compartmentalized, documented, and put into a nice fancy folder for an eventual switch to be flipped. That is what I see happening right now. And it is going to get very, very ugly. Very, very ugly. I don't think that this is a good thing to see this. I would rather us just enforce law here in the United States without having to document, categorize, and algorithmically target U.S. citizens that are here legally. And that is exactly what is happening. So after that rant, I will be interested if I still have a channel, but my name is the Truth, and I must bring you the truth. I wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't doing so. Now, here's some other misinformation that came out that DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency, doesn't exist with 8 months left on its charter, from Reuters. And as usual, this is fake news from Reuters. President Trump was given a mandate by the American people to modernize federal government. Boy, has he done that with that Palantir deal, right? And reduce waste. Yeah. Fraud and abuse. Just last week, DOGE terminated 78 wasteful contracts and saved taxpayers $335 million. And yes, they've done a degree, but the big beautiful bill added $4 trillion. The next bills will add a couple trillion. We'll be back in a few days with our regularly scheduled Friday update. So you must take these things with a grain of salt, especially when they're put out from Reuters. They make for great headlines. They make for great feelings to be emoted. And these news organizations, the more that they can get you stirred up, the more that they can get you worked up, then the more data they have about what works you up with the Gotham program, right? Just things to think about. Now, things are getting kind of spicy here. They talk about all this. They talk about all this peace, but here's what's going on. This is so crazy. I wonder if this is going to play for me. It's giving me the spinning line here. But Ukrainian drones attacked Russia's Black Sea coast last night. Russian surface-to-air missiles intercepted a Russian apartment building. This is it's not calming down. Like I know that the idea of peace is what we want, but the powers that be, I don't think are going to be making it happen. I don't think they're going to be making it happen. And honestly, it is aggravating to see. I worry about Isaac a lot. I'm not going to lie. It's a crazy time. It's a crazy time to be in, you know. Russia was a disco last night. Yeah, I mean things are not. And you know what? What is your guys' favorite war movie? I caught a random film last night that I really enjoyed. It's called Fury. This movie, it was I think it was Brad Pitt, or what's this guy's name again? Here, I'll pull this thing up. This is a good movie. Fury. Is this guy's name? Brad Pitt? Is it? Yeah. Brad Pitt was awesome in this. And then Shia LaBeouf, John Bernthal. These are great actors together, man. I absolutely enjoyed this movie. It came out of nowhere. And I was, because I watch a lot of war movies, and I just, for some reason, I hadn't seen Fury yet. Came out of nowhere, got me good. But I've also been doing some chaos on the trading side. I've been farming a lot of points with VDEX as well. So I trade on 2-bit, on Blowfin as well. And also I'm farming tons of points on this VDEX decentralized perpetual setup, and it's been incubated by Binance and Gate. I'm working on qualifying for a nasty airdrop. So if you guys do want to get involved, basically the move here, when you go to VDEX, you get signed up, you can get set up here, but use code DRUTH. I got it running at the bottom there. So I get credit for it. But essentially my game plan on this, it's a little different than my other trades. Like on this, it was so funny. CryptoFace was talking about being a cockroach. I am in and out of trades all day, creating absolute chaos and building up a massive potential airdrop. So that is something I'm working towards right now. I'm enjoying it, because really, there is something about centralized exchanges. You have to have a balance. When you're on a decentralized exchange, then you're at risk of your stop losses being targeted. You're at risk of on-chain attackers when spot traders, don't use dark pools. So I like to have a balance. I'm making money on all three of the exchanges, and thank God TJ got that quant locked up right before this downturn, because we were like, in my heart, I didn't want to short the market, but then the quant's like, dude, just short it. Everything's rolling over. I was like, all right, let's go to the best war movies here. Saving Private Ryan, Tropic Thunder. All right, let's see here. Full Metal Jacket. We Were Soldiers. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Legends of the Fall. Tropic Thunder was damn good. The Accountant, I got to see The Accountant. I haven't seen The Accountant. Danger Close. 6 History Channel. Hamburger Hill. I like it. Platoon. Yeah. And then 42 was another good one, but I absolutely love war movies. Enemy at the Gates is another one. Where's this one? Enemy at the Gates is another one. Hot Shots Part 2. Glorious Bastards. Yes. Absolutely. And this is where the culture is found, folks. You come to the blockchain basement for where the culture is found. Now, in terms of where the hell is this alt season, we got to talk about our altcoin bags, right? As yes, I'm out here farming for something potentially pretty big on VDEX, but I think it's fair to go look at the Bitcoin dominance graph. And Lord love a duck, in the famous words of Piano Matty B, this weekly candle on Bitcoin dominance is falling down hard. This is very hopeful. Let's actually go look at the portfolio bag here. Jito, this is down from where I got it for sure. I mean, this thing's at extreme lows. Solana ET staking mechanism. Canton, slightly down from my entry point. I just got this one. XRP, hold it for the culture so I can flood my own bags consistently. Amino is another part of the Solana staking infrastructure. AVAX worries me. And I only have a like much less than I did in September of 23. You guys remember that move? Like I backed the truck up for $10 and then G'd for 52. AVAX, this design of the graph is getting me a little skittish. It's getting me a little skittish. So I've been covering stuff. If you haven't seen all the worries and why I'm worried about Avalanche, please do go back through. Or if you have concerns about it, maybe just DM me on X at Druth Crypto. You know, because I know I've been in and out of AVAX lately, not just the chart, but other things from the builders. They got me concerned. Ooh, behind enemy lines. Yeah. Absolutely. 13 hours, make my blood boil. World War II in color. Shout out to that. Black Hawk Down was damn good. And then Rambo, the OG. Absolute OG Rambo. Shout out. Now, this is really how this alt season's felt so far. All right. Bridge to BNB. Good. Lose most of it. Now, wait. Bridge back to Solana quick. Okay, perfect. Bridge some back to an abstract and lose it as quickly as possible. Excellent. Now, be quick and bridge most of your portfolio to a hype EVM. Lose a bunch of money because you forgot the seed phrase to your EVM. Now sell the remaining Solana into USDC. Hurry, quick. The market is nuking. Now buy back. It was just a fake out. Never mind. It was just a local top. Okay, quick. Back to BNB. Quick. It's BNB season. Oh, get extracted by 4 meme. Fun. Wonderful. Okay, now Monad is hot. Bridge. Are you there? Did you bridge? Hello? Please, for the love of God, don't get your hand get caught in the cookie jar, okay? If we have things that we believe in, that we have conviction, keep it simple. The best attribute we can have as we invest in altcoins, Bitcoin, is patience. Oh my God, All Quiet on the Western Front. I watched that one, I think 2 or 3 days ago. Top tier. And that was actually one of the only objective World War II movies I've seen. Give me objective World War II movies as well, because that was one of the first that I had actually seen. All is Quiet on the Western Front. I remember reading a bit of it when I was younger, but that was a good movie. Good morning, Crypto Steve-O. Good morning. How about that? Crypto Steve, actually, you showed up at a perfect time, because I think what's going on here, Solana's trolling Hosky hard with this. You do understand what I do for a living. I literally am a decentralized financial platform and rebuilt Wall Street on the blockchain. And Charles Hoskinson, he's calling on the phone. He's calling the manager. Charles Hoskinson, with these words. And, you know, like Charles, he helped build Ethereum, right? He was going back and forth with some people that do Wall Street, and they're like, don't you do a lot of transactions on Wall Street? And like, this isn't really the right comparison to make, brother. Like, we understand that you made a few crypto projects, but it's like the transactions on Cardano are not comparable to Wall Street by any means. So Charles, please just go wolf mode on Cardano and help the holders out, because this ain't helping. I don't think this is helping. That's just my personal opinion, but this is big stuff that we got coming up here. So Grayscale got the XRP trust running. That's the launch yesterday. The Dogecoin trust also launched yesterday. Templeton XRP ETF launched yesterday. Doge ETF BWOW is coming up on 11/26 of this year, and then Grayscale's Chainlink trust is December 2nd of 2025. Now, maybe we don't see massive inflows until price action really recaptures itself. We don't recapture ourselves unless Bitcoin can show some strength at the levels we're at right now. We cannot ignore that fact. Like, yeah, you know, I do feel like the perfect mechanism for Wall Street to do is to shake all short-term holders off, shake everyone out, make the 4-year traders feel like they timed out the top perfectly, and then just ripsaw it back up to the upside, leaving as many people on the sidelines as humanly possible. But, you know, we have to take into account that, you know, a plate check to 70, 65K is within the cards here. It is within the cards. So you notice, like, leading up to Leading up to this run, I was just looking for longs like the whole way through. Now that the time frame where the 4-year cycle should traditionally be going into effect and dragging us back down, I've had kind of a balance of shorts and longs, right? I'm not just longing the market. I'm not just shorting the market either. I'm in and out of positions. I am crouching in and out of those positions as much as possible, taking the profits. Yucky. Thinking short the absolute shit out of everything. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I'm having a balance, right? I'm kind of like 50-50. And right now I'm leaning towards we resurge, hence the green background. I really do feel like we are. But in the meantime, I'm clicking buttons, right? I'm going for those bonuses on 2-bit. I am going for the airdrops and the potential buildup of some awesome points. And if you want to get signed up with 2-bit, just click the register to participate. It puts you under us. And you can qualify in for this trading comp, but also farming all of these points on VDEX as well. Because, you know, people come to me like, oh, how'd you get in so early? You got lucky. No, is because we got in on testnet of SWI. We do test nets, we do airdrop attempts, and sure, we don't hit a lot of them, but you know what? Being involved with crypto to that degree has paid off very, very heavily for me in the past personally. And being involved very early is why I'm not sitting here flopping and groping and crying to you guys about, oh, I poured it into Chainlink at $20 and now I'm down by 20% or whatever it is because I am a long-term visionary of crypto. I don't get worried about that. And for you others that are long-term visionaries of crypto, check out Bitcoin IRA as well. We got a long-term vision for Bitcoin in that as well. Aerodrome's not down. And Aerodrome's smart contracts, the actual decentralized portion of DeFi for Aerodrome never went down. It was just the front-end website user interface, which has been mitigated. So they've handled it very quickly. Anyone that accidentally clicked the link, they're taken care of. And I was actually pretty happy of them to see that happen. This is actually kind of interesting as well. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. So they got the CoinMarketCap 20 index DTF down to right there. Let's check this out, actually. Let's go in here. Check it out. So 20 index. I wonder what this includes. I just saw this. I just noticed this bad boy. Let's see here. Here. On base scan. Let's go to the website. Let's see where the website takes me. All right. Let's see here. All right. Oh, okay. So it's weighted with Bitcoin at 67%, ETH at 13%. It's actually kind of a nice balance for how reasonable portfolio should look too. It's actually a reasonable kind of balance here. They got Chainlink in here, Hyperliquid, Cardano, Tron, Solana, BNB, XRP. Out of all, like, there is so much, what do you call it? Cultism in crypto. Like, do you guys feel like any of these projects down here are going to rise? Like, I see the H Barbarians are celebrating recently. H Bar, I believe, has had a decent price movement. Shiba, I think, is dead, right? Which one of these projects would you want to buy here? I mean, you got all kinds of options. Kronos, Toncoin, Hedera, SWI, Shiba, Avalanche, Litecoin, Stellar, Zcash, Chainlink, all kinds of stuff. This is kind of an interesting play. And you know what? These kind of baskets of altcoins included are probably what's going to be the more sought after versions of ETFs. Like, I know I covered this. We have specified ETFs coming out. I think that baskets of ETFs are going to be more enticing for larger investors. That's just my personal opinion. Crypto Stevo's thinking AVAX or SWI. SWI's definitely got my eye. Caspa will rise. You know what? Let's check out Caspa. Saw all kinds of people talking about Caspa. I went in and found the comments of Caspa. It was really, really weird what was going on this morning on the YouTubes. So if you can, Caspa, I think you said it and it worked on this channel. So let's go here. Let's go look at Caspa. Good old Caspa. It's proof of work. I want proof of work coins to live. I want them to rise. I believe in proof of work. I believe I can rise. Oh, it's up 20% or something today. All right. It's swooping back up. It's trying not to die. The scary part about this October 10th wick is this might be where the actual value of these alts will land, right? Kind of a scary side thought, but this is, it's at like 5 cents right now. The peak top that it recently was at was like 20 cents. And it's finding footing on this. Okay, the hillbilly TA worked once again. Look at that. Caught itself on this original pump 2 moment. Look at the hillbilly TA go. You know, sometimes, you know, I'm somewhat of a scientist myself, right? Ski mask dog. Oh, is Mike Collins still holding ski mask dog? Do you guys know? Let's go ski mask dog. This is where we can have some fun. This is where we can have some fun. Holy shit. Holster's on. Don't worry, buddy. Holster's always on. So what is this? All right, hold on. 1 hour. It's trying not to die, so that's a thing. Trying to bounce off this old school shit. You know, it's a funny story about the holster. I went to a steak house this weekend. Absolutely delicious steakhouse. I can't remember the name of it, but I'm taking my mom's there as well. So I walk in, and there's another dude. He's obviously packing, you know. We're both big boys. We're near Alabama border. And he looks at me. He's like, first he has the initial reaction of, what the, you know. But then he's like, wait a minute. And so he comes up to me. He's like, you have 2 spare mags on you, don't you? And I was like, fuck yeah. And this thing doesn't dig in to my fat belly after dinner when I eat a bunch of steak. You son of a, he's like, God damn, man, I'm buying one of these things right now. I was like, hell yeah, man. More mags. More mags. Expand upon the Second Amendment, folks. Use it or lose it. That's what I say. So he went and he sat down with me and he ordered it. This is a Safariland holster. This is a Safariland holster. So, you know, you get the spares right there. It kind of balances out the weight. But you know what? If you don't exercise your rights in this country, you will lose them. 1,000%. You will lose your rights to the Second Amendment if you do not exercise it. We can't just be, oh, I don't want to, I'm going to be careful about what I wear and what I say. Enough of that. Enough of this. And we've already neutered our First Amendment to the point where these private organizations that are now the public square of communication. Communication happens online now for the vast majority of it. So if Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of them are where we communicate and we do not have a First Amendment right to free speech, do we actually have a First Amendment right? The answer is no. My daughter is wanting to run for president as well as her father in her life. And me and her are having very, very specific talks about what needs to happen in the digital sphere, the public square that is now the largest communication basket on earth. This is where communication happens. This is where culture changes. And if we don't have the ability to express our thoughts, our speech in a free manner here in the United States, we no longer have that right. So think about that. Yeah, First and Second Amendments equally as important. So just, if we're talking to our kids about the situation, they say, oh, we have the right to free speech here in America. No, you don't. No, you don't. You can get charged with disorderly conduct for saying a word that people find hurtful, right? And you don't even have to be saying the word loudly. You don't even really have to be creating a public disturbance for them to charge you with a public disturbance. It's if their feelings get hurt bad enough. That's not free speech. That is not free speech. Let's see here. The reason first and second. Yeah, they're just chipping away. And this is why we must chip back. We must chip back with a chip on our shoulder. You know, be brave, folks. Do not let them take our God-given rights away. Well, I'm going to get ready for everything that is going on in the world today with Kelly in the crypto sphere. More of a cultural conversation to get things off my chest. Yes, I'm out there trading. Yeah, Bart, what'd you change your name to? Some of the, you tell that to Paul Miller. Bartizan. It depends on who the DA is. It really does depend on who the DA is. So just take that into account. Love and appreciate you guys. I'm going to go get ready with Kelly for the 2 p.m. show on, yes, depends on the judges. I'm getting ready for the 2 p.m. show. It's going to be more heavily crypto focused, but I just had a lot of things to get off my chest. I had to cover, well, we covered just a quick synopsis. We went over Gotham, Palantir. We went over if there's actually going to be a peace deal. We went over the importance of this current bounce point for Bitcoin. And we also had to dive into some of the misinformation that's out there about Department of Government Efficiency and the real spending that's going on right now. So I love you guys. Stay focused, stay based, and I will see you on the next episode. Until next time, just keep this in mind. You know what I mean? Just keep.
Hey, it's Hannah, and you're deported.